Hello, second and third graders. I am so excited to get started with our video lessons this week. I've missed making music with you so much. For music videos, make sure before you start them that you have room to move or dance, sing, stretch, because music's a little different than math. We still are going to spend some time moving around. Today I'm just sitting down. You're welcome to be sitting down or standing up. If you are sitting down, make sure that your back is not touching the back of your chair, that you're forward, your feet are on the floor. And I'd like to start with a live, awake, alert, enthusiastic. Let's see if you remember it. We'd started it a little bit here and there. Do your best to follow along. And I would love to hear that you are challenging some people in your family to do your music lessons with you. Because that's what music's about. It's about fun and connecting with the people you're with. So here we go. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. There you are. So I got out of breath. So let's do some breathing. Just like our little 4-year-old in the video that we used to watch, we're going to do a quick in and a slow out. So here we go. Breathe into your belly, not your shoulders. Here we go. Remember, this is such a good opportunity to just release some of the things that maybe you're worried about. I like to think about all the things I'm worried about as I breathe in, and then just think about them floating away as I breathe out. So let's do that a few more times. Let's blow up our balloon in 3 quick breaths. And again. Oh, we want to make sure we stretch. Roll our shoulders. Turn this way. We just relax our jaw a little bit. Give it a rub. Maybe yawn, open up, lift that soft palate that we were talking about. Our head voice and lifting up our soft palate. And echo me. All right, I'm wondering how many of you actually did that. So this time, really do it with me, right? Let's do some echoing. Echo me. Echo. Echo. Do, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Re, do, re. Mi, re, mi. Do, mi, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. And let's just try the whole thing together. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. We'll be coming back to solfege and doing more of our do, re, mi, and probably singing do, a deer, a female deer. So if you haven't seen The Sound of Music, it's maybe a good time to watch The Sound of Music, and you can find that do, re, mi song in that musical. All right, let's end our warm-up here with To Stop the Train. So this one's a fun, pretty repetitive song, but as we go along, I get a little tricky. So follow along with me as best as you can. To stop the train, in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. So some of you might not remember that one. Some of you, somebody in your family maybe have never sung it before. So let's go through it a little bit by bit. To stop the train. Let's do that again. To stop the train. And the next part is in cases of emergency. Let's do that again. In cases of emergency. From the beginning. To stop the train in cases of emergency. Next part, my favorite part. You pull on the chain, pull on the chain. So let's do it from the beginning. To stop the train in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. That last part's the hardest part. Penalty for improper use, £5. Penalty for improper use, £5. Let's do it all again now that we've learned it. 1, 2, 3. To stop the train in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. To stop the train in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. To stop the train in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. To stop the train in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. To stop the train in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. To stop the train in cases of emergency, you pull on the chain, pull on the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. So yeah, we'll keep doing that, and I'm going to have Sadie and Sawyer eventually get on here with you, and we'll do some rounds with that one. But I would love you to really, if you hadn't really known it before, spend some time with that last song. All right, so to stop the train, we're going to, next, I would love to sing One Day. And to do that, I'm going to ask my 2 children to join me and help me sing it with you, for you. One Day, the lyrics and the chords are both in your team's files in the resources section. If you haven't gotten on to your music team, please do so, and make sure you go to the channels. I have a songbook there, a Bellevue songbook, and in that folder are over 250 files of songs with their lyrics, with their chords. I really would love you, 2nd and 3rd graders, to be looking through that folder with your families and picking out some songs. Tell me, get on there in the chat and tell me which songs that you guys, the students of Bellevue and John Muir, 2nd and 3rd graders, would like to be working on. So One Day is there. If you know how to play it on your ukulele or guitar or the piano, please make it so you can get to that instrument and try to play with us right now. If you would simply like to just sing, that's awesome too, or dance, but it's totally your choice. And so I'm going to have my kids get on over here and get my guitar out.
Can I play my baritone?
All right. So you met these guys in the Country Roads video, Sadie and Sawyer. Here we go. Whoops, I need a pick. I always need a pick, see? Even if I'm at school or home, not much changes. I've got my coffee, my water, my guitar, a piano.
I'm like perfect size for that.
All right, here we go. So if you have an instrument, I hope you're ready. If not, pause it, get ready. And we're gonna get started. Ready? Ready. And C, G, A minor, full stop. F, C, G, A minor. And here we go. Sometimes I lay under the moon and I'm so glad I'm dreaming. Then I pray, don't take me soon, for I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when we don't hear the words of the innocent people pavement. Keep on fighting though the waters stay raging. In this space you could lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it phase you, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day this all will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom. Way oh, way oh, 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 oh. Way oh, way oh, 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 oh. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Thanks, you two. All right, I have one more thing to talk to you about, and an activity for you to be doing at home in the next few days. So a little bit like exploration time, where I'm encouraging you to go around the music room and find instruments and play them, see what they can do. I would like you to do the same thing at home. So this is also kind of an extension of what we worked on with our musical families, learning about those vibrations that happen, turning into sound waves, going into our ears, how all of that works. and how sound can be changed depending on size, on how hard something is, or how fast the air is moving, all of those things. And I'm going to post in your channels links to those House of Sound videos that we watched on all of the music families and how that sound is made. In case you want to do a review, share that with your families. I will be sharing those. So I just want to share what I've done in the last few days, what I would like you to do in your house. So we're going to start with percussion today. Now, if we think back to our House of Sound videos, there were 3 different ways that you could make sounds. So 3 different actions that you would take to make vibrations with percussion instruments. If you remember what those are, please tell them to somebody who's in the house with you, or maybe just write them down. Who can remember while I get out a few of my instruments? Okay, so if you remembered that the first way, the most common way, is to hit something. That's the first way. Second way is to shake in percussion. And the third way, I'm going to use this basket, is to scrape. Right? So what I would like you to do in the next few days is go around your house looking for things that make interesting sounds if you hit, shake, or scrape them. Don't break anything. Please do not use the nice cups or glasses or anything like that, right? I'll show you what I found. One of the best drums that everybody has in their house are boxes. Boxes are awesome. You can use them as hand drums. Oh, and I love this because it goes back to the size. We talked about how size changes the sound. The bigger something is, the lower the sound, the pitch is, right? The bigger the sound waves, nice and big, the lower sound you get. So this box has 2 different sized edges. So you can play with it. There we go. And listen. You can hear that. Bigger, lower. Smaller, higher. So you can hit it with your hands. Here's something that I've been doing, which is going around and finding mallets. You can always do stuff with your hands, but also it's good to find mallets. So these are just some dowels that I found in our shed, right? So dowels work. Let me get my box. Yeah. It's quite hard. This is super hard. There's nothing soft about that dowel. Actually, my favorite mallet around the house to be found is a pencil with a nice big eraser. Because it has that eraser, it's bouncy, it's springy, you get a little bit of a softer sound. It's a little bit nicer. Even on something like this, peanut container or a coffee can, right? Super nice sound there with the rubber head there. Or the bottom, totally different sound with the metal. So yeah, playing around, that's what I like to do. I found this basket lid. This is a basket lid. It's something that has ridges, so I thought, oh, I could scrape it. Not very loud. Maybe I'll keep looking for something that's a little bit louder for scraping. Plastic containers that you use for storage. These are wonderful, wonderful drums. If you hold it up, it's got a deeper sound. Yeah, both sounds. Make sure you hit, when you're playing, make sure you turn it around. Find the different surfaces. Try your different mallets. That doesn't sound good. What about my pencil? A little bit. My favorite bass drum is a guitar case. They're a great bass drum. If you hit it with your hand, it's a nice, big, low sound. Of course, a classic, a pot lid, right, from the kitchen. Super awesome. Super loud. A little bit like a gong, huh? has a note there. If you hear it. So, that's your homework, to just play. Look around your house, see what different sounds you can make. You can make things, you know, if you want to add some tape and see how that affects things, put them on stands, try things together. So, if I have this, all sorts of things like that you can do. So in that same kind of idea, I will be posting later today some tuned videos for you to be looking at this week. Also some other things on videos that homemade instruments, especially homemade drum sets. Those are everywhere and super fun to do. I'll be sharing some videos with examples of that. But today, me and my husband David will be making 2 videos. David will be making the first video. And we've been wanting to do this for a while, so here we are. We're going to do it, and we'll share our process with you. Hopefully some of you remember the big gut bucket bass, the gut bucket string bass that I've brought to school and let you guys play around with. We've decided to make one. This was just from the hardware store. We have a bucket here, a metal bucket, a few little odds and ends, and some string, and a little broomstick. And so make sure you get on the team and check out the video of us turning this into a gut bucket bass today, this week. The second video I will be making today is actually going to be me making a woodwind instrument. And to do this, there's 2 things you can do this with. The first is straws from the house, and that'll be fun, and I'll share how to do that. But for my video, I will be using pieces of horsetail that I've collected. Remember, and I'll be talking about in the video where I got these, how to pick these, and still be respectful of the plant and what they need. But yeah, I will be making a pan flute using horsetail reeds. So make sure you get on your team's channel and check out those videos today or tomorrow. I will be making another 2nd and 3rd grade video on Wednesday, so please come back and make sure you watch that video. And in the meantime, explore, have fun. I'm forgetting something. Oh, share. So if you are looking around your house and you find something that you really do enjoy the sound of, please get on our teams and share it in the chat. You can share it just by explaining what you did, what objects you found, or you can take a picture or even a video if you can do that. Anyway, but I would love to see and hear your ideas of what you found. I know that would brighten up my day. So I'm super excited to get started with these lessons, and I'll see you on Teams. Let's make music.